Yes, this is Sherm Goldenberg, RVBusiness magazine, with Jeff Runnels, president of Keystone RV Company, RVBusiness Capital Talk, sponsored by Dicor Products, and we're here to talk about, really, among other things, a couple new units that Keystone's going to be showing at the Tampa show, better known as the Florida RV SuperShow, January 18 to 22 in Florida, of course. And, you know, you got some new things to talk about. What would you tell us about?
Well, we're standing in front of one right here. This is the new Cougar Sport. This is pretty exciting. So obviously we know over the last couple of years there's been a little bit of price creep. And one of the products that we have excelled with over the years is Cougar. And one of the most particular parts of the Cougar story is the price point. So the guys at Cougar developed this particular product to bring the price point down a little bit, and with that also bring the weight and the towability down. And we've hit a price that I'll bet you this product hasn't been at in 6 or 7 years. So this will probably be somewhere $18,000 to $20,000 less than the current Cougar price point.
In an effort to service a market that you guys were telling me has been pretty strong for a bunch of years.
That's right. That's right. Cougar traditionally serves about 64% of the market, and as all those price points have graduated over the last couple of years, the customers haven't necessarily graduated with those price points. So we've left some of those vacant, the entire industry has, and that's where this product comes in.
Tell us a bit more about it, why a guy at walking the Tampa show might want to take a look at it.
Well, the door is probably the biggest reason here. We just changed the door. It's a black door now, and it was white before, and so that's probably the biggest. I'm just kidding.
I hope so. Yeah.
No, we've changed quite a few things. So overall, this is a slightly shorter unit than its comparable Cougar has been over the last several years. We shaved just about 1.5 feet, almost 2 feet off this unit. It's still a bunkhouse. It's one of our better selling models over the years. But we shaved in very strategic parts throughout the unit, and so with that came some weight. And we've also changed some of the parts and pieces to the unit. You'll notice that usually when you save money, it means decontenting a product, and that's not necessarily what we did. We did change some things out here, but you see you've still got a really large awning overall. You've got frameless windows on this unit. You do have the sporty new glass door here. You've got the red hubs, so you still have some really nice upgrades with this. One of the things you don't have is an in-command system, so you don't have the automation system that traditionally the Cougars have had. You still have that in the regular price points. You don't have that here. And so throughout the coach, we've taken a couple of things out that we feel like this buyer doesn't necessarily need to hit that weight and that price.
Shorter to what? What kind of lengths on the Sport?
So we're gonna be between about 25 and about 30 feet on this. We'll have 2 models.
Okay, okay. And then you were also going to tell us about a front office Montana.
That's correct. Yep, we've got a brand new first ever in this industry front office Montana. So the Montana buyers over the last several years, we've seen use Montana in ways that we've never seen them use it before. Some people use it as a home office, some people use it as their home away from home. And one of the things we get asked most about is, I need more space. I want a dedicated office. I want a dedicated, getaway spot in my unit. And so this unit will feature a front living, and in front of that front living, we'll have a front dedicated office space. It's pretty cool.
Reflects a change in America in general with the remote lifestyle and all that.
That's right, it does, and we're seeing more and more people go that way.
Okay, so let me ask you a market-related question. As we turn a corner on 2023 and take a look at where the industry is and where it's headed, what's your kind of read on this whole thing?
That's the million-dollar question. We can break out the crystal ball. I think that the last year or so took all of us by a little bit of surprise. We didn't know what to expect. We've had a couple of great years through COVID. as the whole world kind of comes down to this new reality, I think the RV industry will level out here. We'll know more, obviously, after the Tampa show. It's always kind of our bellwether. It tells us a little bit about what the season's going to be. And I think come April or May, we'll get into smoother sailing, but it's going to take some time. I mean, there's still shortages in the RV supply side. There's still shortages in supply for, a lot of industries out there. And I think that's one thing that people don't necessarily understand. We're still getting through the COVID cycles of everything from supply and manufacturing. Demand is still not quite landed on its feet yet.
So we're not really all prepared to say post-pandemic yet,
Not quite yet.
economically and otherwise.
That's right. There's just a lot of different moving parts out there, and our industry is usually kind of the leading edge of a lot of different things for the economy. And so the last couple of months, the one thing that we've really talked a lot about is it's been fall and winter. And I think our industry hasn't seen a fall or winter slowdown in the last 2 years, but even the 2 or 3 years leading into COVID, we didn't have a normal slowdown. We had some pretty good years. And so we're getting back into that cycle. We're getting back into that routine where, come October, November, dealers need a little bit more reason to buy and reason to put things on their lot. Customers are a little slower to come in and shop. And so, again, that doesn't tell us a whole lot about what the next 4 to 6 months are going to bring. So shows will kind of lead us in, and we'll figure it out.
Well, with that, Jeff, I think that we've more or less done it for now. Looking forward to Tampa and seeing your new units there. And thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.